No, 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 no. Bad place for cover. No, he was so close. If I
Yeah, I died nearly 100 times in just 2 chapters. I don't even know what to say to that. Hi, I'm Matt, and we're beating Uncharted 2 on brutal difficulty. We're starting here on Chapter 4 with a modest 59 deaths already. Chapter 4, I believe, the dig. Chapter 4 wastes 0 time in letting you know that this is gonna be a rough one by spawning you right at the start of an arena. It lures you in because the first enemy is easy enough to stealthily take out, but then it just devolves into chaos. Yeah, see, there you go. Not even 2 minutes into the original stream, and I've already gotten my first death. Freaking fantastic. Once you make it past those first couple of enemies, the game teaches you how to throw grenades, which becomes very useful for this arena. It's also around here that I learned the trick for using the AK is to tap the trigger, effectively turning it into a burst weapon, because otherwise the recoil is just awful. No, no. You know what else would be awful? You not subscribing, so thanks in advance. I also decide to test if the pistol is better on the generator than the AK, and yeah, okay, so I definitely need to use the AK on that. Fuck around and find out, as they say. Wow, I don't really know how I'm like messing up there. The issue here isn't that my aim is bad, although I'm sure it is. The real problem is that once you take out the first few enemies, there's 2 groups of enemies that move on either side of you at the same time, making this small part all the more frustrating. Oh, and so the dude came around to the other side. And the icing on the cake is that Sully is supposed to be helping you out here too, but his usefulness has not improved since the first game. Get him, Sully. Get him, Sully.
A few moments later.
No, 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 no. I knew he was coming around to the left side.
Like I said earlier, the key to this arena is to be as tactical as possible with your grenades, and by throwing them into large groups of enemies, and hoping that Sully will do literally anything. Oh good, I made it to the first checkpoint and it's in the middle of the arena. Are you freaking kidding me?
Okay. I thought that it's just gonna... Okay. It's just gonna start me in the middle of this field. Damn it. Damn it. Bad place for cover. No, he was so close. No, 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 no. I don't know where this dude to the right went. That's not great. Found him. Fuck.
It takes a few more deaths until I realize that when Sully says hang back, he really means it. Because what works out for me is running all the way back into this corner instead of into the hut and letting all the enemies come to me. It's not glamorous, but it's functional, which on brutal mode might as well be genius. With that advice, I'm able to make it all the way to the next checkpoint, but I died to the turret.
Okay. Damn it.
From here though, it's best to brace with alternative cover, since there's a lot of ground to make up between me and the last set of enemies. Eventually though, I am able to sneak up to the turret without being seen, and throw a grenade into its window to destroy it.
Perfect.
Nice one. Let's keep moving.
Oh my god.
The game rewards us with some light jungle parkour and a very scenic view. And no, I'm not talking about Chloe, but she does join us for some more tomb raiding. Here, we find some resin that illuminates a trail of blood on the floor, in which we can follow, or we can just walk straight to get to the end. Sully then helps us push a big rock into a secret room that teaches us more about the resin, but after skipping a cutscene, Chloe leaves ahead of us so that way she can be a bad guy again. This leads to us getting chased down on all sides by enemies. I even got a glitch death here, which would have been kind of cool if I wasn't already in the hundreds.
What was that?
This section was a little more difficult than it needed to be for me because I thought you had to beat up this first enemy, but that always led to death. Then I found out that you can just run straight past him and jump into chapter 5.
Okay, cool. All right, chapter 5. Finally made it. Urban warfare.
Chapter 5 sends us immediately right back into it by chasing us down with an armored car. After successfully running away and blowing it up, we encounter a group of enemies that are distracted elsewhere. You know, if I play this right, I might just be able to...
Oh, okay.
Never mind, I don't know why I thought that was a good idea. Instead, I take them out by using Nate's superhuman strength and eyesight by throwing a propane tank at them and shooting it midair right in front of their stupid faces. Next, Nate embraces his inner Ezio by climbing along the outside of these pretty destroyed buildings. Oh hey, Hotel El Dorado, that looks pretty familiar. Now, we could drop down here and take out these couple of enemies, or we could continue climbing along till we get to this building where there's a fresh West 40 44, and this becomes extremely valuable for the next arena. You can actually stealth these first 2 enemies, but trying to get anyone else alerts everyone else, so my suggestion is to take out the enemy up top since he's your biggest hater.
Damn it.
Unsurprisingly, even if you're just a hair early on the stealth, the enemy in front of you will hear you doing that, and then it's game over.
Yeah.
I also found it was best to take out the Riot Shield guy by throwing a grenade right in front of where he's supposed to walk, and then taking him out while he's distracted. After those hiccups, I eventually get lucky by throwing grenades, using the West 44, and using the new FN FAL, when out of nowhere, a truck with a turret and plenty of enemies shows up to block your path. And then again, from out of nowhere, Chloe shows up with an RPG to blow the whole thing up. That's great, I could have used your help like 5 minutes ago though. After reconnecting with her and gathering up some ammo, including a fresh West 44, we parkour around and through this building to unlock the door from the other side, when suddenly, the door is ambushed. Miraculously, this thin metal sign is not only able to support all of Nate's weight, but being shot at by a million bullets as well. Again, the Riot Shield enemy is the worst here, so I find it's best to wait for all of them to congregate around this propane tank, and then shooting that. I also learned that Chloe can't even open this door on her own, so there's no point in shooting the lock while you're still hanging.
No, I was just trying to get the lock.
A few deaths later, and I managed to memorize every enemy spawn point, so I knew where it was best to throw grenades. Again, I suggest doing this while you're still fully shielded by the metal sign. Eventually though, I managed to take out every enemy, even the ones in the back, to clear the arena. Then I quickly switched to the 45 Defender so as to not waste any West 44 ammo, shoot the lock, and then promptly kick the door open directly into Chloe's face. From here, all we have to do is climb a ladder and casually walk through this burning building, right into the death recap. Overall, I feel like this episode could have been way worse. Chapter 4 gave us our current series record for most deaths in a chapter with 65 deaths. Meanwhile, Chapter 5 rolled it way back with only 20 deaths. This gave us an episode total of 85 deaths and a series total so far of 144 deaths. I can't believe we're already almost at 150 deaths and we're only on episode 2. That's gonna do it for this video though. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving and a safe Black Friday. Let me know what you're thankful for in the comments below. I'm thankful for the support not only from Slushy here, but from viewers like you as well. It's because of y'all I get to make these silly videos and say dumb jokes online. So thank you so much for clicking in, whether this is your first time or you've watched every single video. I hope you've enjoyed this video as much as I've enjoyed making it. If you want to be really cool, you'll hit the like button, and if you're super awesome, you'll even hit subscribe too. Thanks so much. I'll leave a link to the last episode and full playlist in the description below, as well as all my socials in case that's more your speed. But other than that, thanks again for watching. Have a great day. See you later. Hey, actually remember to hit record this time. Who knew that I could fucking do that? What's up? And throw a grenade into its window. Wow. I just need to think about the words I'm saying and then say them. You want to say something? Say something to the folks at home?